lovelies. Welcome to the Miss Lillian's page. I am Crysta with Litter to Glitter. Give me just 1 second. Also, if you could share it to Whiskey and Women, my business page, and how to paint like a pro, I'd appreciate it. Thank you. And I've got a lot to show you guys today. Oh, I got a good one for you today. But I have my helper in here. Austin, my son, is running my StreamYard for me, so I don't have to take 2 minutes to do that. Thank you. Thank you. So, teaser, I did the reverse stencil. If you've been following the Litter to Glitter page, I finally figured it out. Just to let you know what I have done. I tried drawing gum to trace out where I did not want the reverse, so I could do the reverse stencil. And I also use liquid mastic. The thing is that they are so thin that when you put it up against the stencil, the liquid kind of went up underneath the stencil. And so these didn't work. Miss Lillian's also has a layering wax bar, and I use that also. I tried that, which did really, really well, but it is for distressing, and it didn't give me that clean edge on the side of the stencil. I also tried clear crayon. I used candle wax. All on chessboards, not on this baby. No, but I got it down. I got it. So I've got a couple of different parts, moving parts today. And so you guys can see. What we ended up doing is I have a friend of mine named Jill here in the Dallas area. And I went over to her house, and she's my go-to for the Cricut. And see this, the pattern over here? This pattern is actually, and I will turn it. You can see on this side how it's got this pattern, and you can really see the blend here on this side here, and how that blend is going to show through. I still need to pull the vinyl off the bottom here. So Austin, if you see comments and questions, could you yell them out to me?
Delania says, hey.
Hey, Delania. So let me move that bad boy back over. I have already painted over the stencils, the vinyl on this side and here. The vinyl, we got it down. I was just going to put that on real quick so you can see it comes on a sheet after you print it out of your Cricut. And then I'm just using my tool to make sure that it is applied and down. And it's really simple to do once you get it all cut and weeded. Yeah, Crysta was learning a lot this weekend with the Cricut, and I have one, and I had been scared of it, and I didn't want to be scared of it anymore. And so I went over to Jill's, and all day Saturday, she gave me a huge lesson on the Cricut and how to use it. Okay, so, and that is how easy it is to put that vinyl on once you get to this step. So don't be afraid of it. So the colors in this so far is that we did a blend of.
Anne says, hey, pretty lady.
Hey, Ann. Okay, so we got our vinyl on. The cabinet around this color here, and what's over top is French roast. In the blend, I used Bohemian Queen. I used Crown Jewel, and I also used, of course, I can't say it, I just got to sing it, Raspberry Sorbet. So I used Raspberry Sorbet, Crown Jewel, and Bohemian Queen in this blend that you see. And isn't it pretty? You're going to watch it disappear here in just a second. Ha ha! So,
Delania says, remind me to send you a link for some Mylar to cut smaller Mylar stencils if you want.
Hit me up. I think I got the Cricut bug, and my husband is going to shoot me. But I have figured out the key to having a circuit, just like with my paint supplies, is that you don't have. You just have to be. You just have to get him past him without him knowing. So.
You know, Shorty knows everything, right?
Yeah, I know Shorty knows everything. But once it's in the house, you can't do anything about it. Especially if I don't have a receipt, then I can't return it, right? So. Ha! All right. So since this is down, and this is removable vinyl, And let me tell you, when I pulled it up, the vinyl, in some places it did pull my bottom paint because I did not top coat this. And it's been really wet in Texas, as you may have heard on the news. And so my paint wasn't thoroughly cured. But let me just say this. It looks beautiful. It has this natural distress. And what I wanted for this cabinet was to make it look like the old Southwestern blankets. And so with it pulling in places some of the paint up, it looks amazing. And it's going to actually match some of the distressing that I'm going to be doing on this cabinet as well. Oh, I forgot the inside. The inside is done in purple pansy. So
Jesse says hi.
Hey, Jesse. So what I'm going to do is I am going to cover this now. If you can, I'm not sure if you can see or not on the camera. Let me pull you in real quick. Remember when I was blending this and I was hitting the sides here and I said, I'm not worried about it. That's because I knew that I wanted to do this and I knew that I would have to go back around and clean up those edges. And sure, while I've got you guys, get you guys back there and shaky, 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 shaky. And then I am using an 1.5-inch brush because it goes really well. And I don't feel like getting another cup because I was running around putting on vinyl on this piece today. So we're going to go over here. I'm going to make sure that I get my edges because I want to cover and into my grooves on the edges. And you're going to watch this blend disappear. You're going to be, oh no, all that work gone. If you're following my Litter to Glitter page, you would have seen what this is going to look like when I pulled the stencil. I did pull the stencil off of that side. Some of it, I still have some to weed, and took a picture because I was so excited. I had to show somebody. So I reached out to my girl Sue and a couple other people and was like, look, I did it. Because I was like a mad scientist trying to figure out how I was going to do this reverse stencil. Now, the easy way, and there is an easy way, the easy way to do a reverse stencil is this. Find a silk screen stencil that you like. That is the easy way. You know, the silk screens. I couldn't find a silk screen that I liked. And as my friend Sue said, why you always got to be extra? Why can't you just be basic? Why don't you just stencil it? And I was like, but I don't want the stencil. I want the reverse stencil. And that's what I want. You always got to be extra. And she said she wouldn't love me any other way. Anyway, so I'm just going, if you see, I'm painting right over top of that vinyl that I just put on. I'm making sure that I'm getting in and up against all of my little crevices. No rhyme or reason. What's up, Austin?
Tammy Martin says hi.
Hey, Tammy. So I had to figure out how I was going to do this. And I can tell you there are some pros and cons. One, this is an expensive way. It's not the cheapest way to do it because you have to buy the vinyl and then you also have to buy the transfer tape for the vinyl. So this is not an inexpensive way to do it. This is the expensive way to do it. The inexpensive way to do this is to find a silkscreen stencil from companies that you like and use that. Now, one of the benefits of this is that Jill and we got a chance to play with the dimensions. So on the sides, there's actually 2 of these, and then there's a smaller pattern in the middle. And so the front 2 panels and the side panels, even though they're the same design, are not the same dimensions. We measured the cabinet and adjusted everything to the measurements of my cabinet, the size that I wanted them. And so if you can't find something that works for you in a silkscreen stencil, then this is the way to go. So the reason that I went ahead and painted that side right before I went live is I don't want my paint to be completely cured when I'm pulling up this vinyl, but I don't want it freshly laid either. I want to give it, you know, a little bit of time to tack up. If you leave your paint before, if you pull your vinyl after, I will find the words I'm looking for. I swear to you, I will. What can happen is that if it dries with the vinyl underneath the paint, you have a chance of pulling, you know, strips of your paint off as you go. And I didn't want to do that. Getting down in my corners. And so what I did was I put down a coat on the sides, because this is what I'm going to be doing for the rest of the day, is pulling vinyl. After I got my French roast on, to make sure I don't have any blobbies, because I hit the side of the door because I'm talking and I'm excited.
Tammy says such a cool process.
It is a cool process, and I'm getting exactly what I wanted. And so Jill has already committed to helping me do some more of the learning the Cricut. And so that's what I am doing, is I am learning more of the Cricut. So, hey, Austin, did I show you the other side?
Not yet.
Okay. So I need to show you guys the side that I've already pulled a lot off of, and make sure I don't stick my hand in wet paint, because it's me. Look at that. That's what I mean by, on this side, we've got 2 rows, and we have a smaller design on the interior. So let me get you guys pulled.
Tammy Martin says I don't have a Cricut, not yet anyway.
Well, if you've got a friend, I've got one, but I'm learning how to use it now. And so you can see how the blend was before on the front, how by putting the vinyl on and then painting your matching color over top of it, then pulling the vinyl, that your blend is going to show through. And it is an absolute one-of-a-kind process. And I haven't finished pulling the vinyl. Oops, right over the camera lid. I have not finished pulling the vinyl there, but I figured that what I would do is start working. Y'all don't want to see me sitting on the floor, and right now I don't feel like sitting on the floor. So I didn't think that y'all would be opposed to me sitting on my rolly cart and pulling vinyl so you guys could see. So let me move you guys in. So y'all can see what I'm doing. And then I've got a couple of different tools. And these are by Cricut as well. They're just the, I call them the dental tools, because that's what they look like to me, as dental tools. And so, right down in through here was that pink. And I was thinking when I was actually blending that maybe I did a little bit too much of the raspberry sorbet in that area. But I'm thinking with this blend, and I'm kind of excited to see how that's going to turn out with this blend. And as you see, I'm just going and pulling.
Tammy says she loves the colors.
Thank you, Tammy.
And says that looks like a Fat Boo loved that process.
This was, it was a lot of work, but it's so worth it. And Crysta got what she wanted. That was the big thing. Like I said, this is going to house my Fiesta collection. And I have been collecting Fiesta since my son was born, since before Austin was born. and we found this piece in Tennessee, and I absolutely fell in love with this piece. Shorty found it, and we didn't pay a lot for it. We paid $75 for this cabinet. And so I decided, we were like, love it. What are we going to do with it? And I've got a smaller buffet that I'm keeping my Fiesta in right now. Wasn't really happy because stuff is just stacked and stacked and stacked in there. And so this one is a lot bigger, and it is going to be perfect for displaying my Fiesta as well. So the other one is an enclosed, and you can't see it, and everything is just in there, and it's a mess. But this is going to be absolutely fabu. And so back to the pulling of the paint. I believe that if I had allowed the blend to cure, and then I top coated and put this vinyl on top of the top coat, I think one, the vinyl would have pulled easier off, and also that it would not be pulling my paint. But like I said, it's like Bob Ross. This is a happy little accident, and I like it. I like how it looks distressed. I like how it's going to add with the other distressing that I plan on adding. And then once I top coat it, I think it'll be amazing. Where is that other tool? So this tool has like a little hook on it, you know, so you can get the arm. And so this one I was using earlier, and I seem to be getting a better, yeah, there we go. I'm getting a better grip. This one is made for the intricate areas. And so we're just going to be working my way, weeding the vinyl off. And it's weird, guys. I can tell you, pulling the vinyl is oddly satisfying. It really is. So, and I'm thankful to have Austin in with me today because he's running my StreamYard so I can concentrate on this. And like I said, if you've got any questions or comments, throw them in. Austin will throw them out to me. Oh, now I think the pink is right about here, but it's starting to show like right there. It's up in that area as well.
So that's a good idea. Tammy says it's going to look fabulous in there. And Ma says hi.
Hey, Ma. Ma's watching us from over on YouTube. And so, yeah, we're getting into that pink right there, which started off its life as raspberry sorbet. And that's the colors we use to get this blend. Raspberry sorbet, Bohemian Queen, and Crown Jewel. Crown Jewel. That's it. Yep. My mind just went, I know you want something, but I'm not giving it to you. And so if you see me doing this and then I disappear off the screen, I've got a bag down here that I'm throwing all the vinyl in. Like I said, it was nice to be able to create our own pattern and to size it to the size that I wanted for this piece. On the front, this does have a groove on the inside of these panels right here. So I didn't really want to go over the groove. And so we sized it accordingly. And that was nice, really nice. To give me that. You're not supposed to be on there. And you can see it doesn't, it's a little tedious, but it's so worth it. I was thinking of all these different things that I could do like this, and especially with the Southwestern. Have you ever seen the Southwest designs of like the cow skulls and stuff? I actually thought about doing a cow skull on the top, on the sides with this blend. but I decided to do the blanket. So I've got some other ideas for other pieces coming up doing this technique. And I will be looking into how to make my own silk screen stencils using my Cricut as well. And if I can figure that process out, Katie, bar the door. It's going to be some fun stuff. Oh, yeah, look at that. Oh, I knew that was going to be pretty. And I can tell you when I first started this process out, because, you know, I was in Tennessee when I did the first blend on this, and I bought the stencil and we brought it home. And I was like, I'd really like to use that. And then I put the stencil up and I was like, I want the blend to show through. I don't want to cover the blend. I want the blend to come through the stencil. And so we were just trying to figure out different ways to achieve this. And what we did is we achieved it. I'm so happy, guys. I can't even tell you how happy I am with this. If you are watching and you want to place an order for your Miss Lillian's, just know that it ends, I think, in a day or two. So make sure to get in your orders, to place your order so you can get that 20% off of your order, because you don't want to lose that. It's like the biggest sale of the year. Is what she's doing with the 20% off right now on your orders. And make sure to use your coupon code and you'll get 20% off your order. Just wanted to throw that out because I had placed an order and I didn't want to forget it. So if I almost forgot it, I thought maybe somebody else almost forgot it. And I didn't want anybody to forget it. So, and as I am, see, I got my camera. Look at that. And as we go down, you'll see more of the blend. Oh, I am just absolutely tickled the way that this is coming out, guys. I'm absolutely tickled with this. Oops, I'm trying to get my vinyl off my hands. And Austin is moving the camera down for me. Thank you, Austin.
Delaney says I have a website for every design you can possibly think of too. I'll send it later.
Right here.
Then she says it's absolutely gorgeous. So excited to see how it's turning out. And Delaney also said, yep, it's me. I just placed mine.
Good. I'm so glad you did, Delania. Yeah, we like our sales with our craft and stuff, don't we? And this side doesn't, come on. Come on now. Yes, I talk to my vinyl just like I talk to my pieces, just like I talk to my dogs, just like I talk, yeah. And so then look at this. Oh, that's so pretty. Oh, that's so pretty. And I'll be honest with you guys, when Shorty first saw the blend in Tennessee, he did not like it. He's like, that's going in our kitchen. He did not like the blend at all. And then I told him my idea, and he's like, oh, yeah, you know, it's your piece. It's whatever you want. But he did not like it. And I was kept saying, honey, you're just not seeing what I'm seeing. You're not seeing my vision. And so I pulled some of this off on this side last night, and I brought him in, and he's like, baby, that really looks good. And I'm like, don't doubt me. I know what I'm doing. I'm a professional. Professional what? Not really sure, but I'm a professional. Know what I'm doing. I told him that I don't tell him how to drive trucks and to do safety for, you know, his trucking company. He just needs to stop trying to tell me how to paint. So we came to that mutual understanding last night, and yeah, now he's loving it. Now he loves it. I still have to do something with the molds. I wanted to get this done to decide kind of what colors I wanted to go. I know that I want to use some of the super shifters on them, but I'm not sure what colors yet. So I wanted to get this part done, and then it will tell me what the next step, what the next color is that it wants. So that's what I am looking at doing. Come on. There we go. And so tell me what other designs you could see over blends like this. Like I know that this Aztec Southwestern looks nice, but what other designs do you think would look good with a blend underneath of it like this? Why isn't that one? This one's being ornery. There you go. I won. No, I won. It's off. Austin said for now. No, I got it off. That means I won. Once it's off, I win. And I got it off. So I won. And as we're just working our way down, and this one, why is this one being ornery? There we go. Probably because I really need to be lower. And so remember I said I didn't want to sit on the floor. That's why I didn't do this. So, but I'm on the other. I'm down. I might as well finish the last little bit, right? So let me just grab it down here, and I'll work my way up. Austin keeps moving my camera down
so they can see.
Yeah, I understand. But when I got so low that they couldn't see, I was going to start working on the other side, so I didn't have to sit on the floor.
And I'll move the camera back up.
Because it's going to be a mighty groan when I try to get up. Y'all know that. Y'all have seen me attempt that before, not gracefully. Any comments, Austin?
Delaney just says sales give me every time, and she says florals for sure.
Yeah, I think that florals would look nice. I was also thinking like an apothecary cabinet with florals would look amazing. I was also thinking if you did a blend in seaside colors, like maybe seaside gray with some sweet pea, French country, maybe a little silver lining in there, that it would be a great coastal thing too. If you could find a coastal design that you like, that for a coastal, I thought that would be absolutely amazing. And so by the time I finish this, the other side will be tacky enough for me to start pulling as well. And I will just move over to that side. But yeah, I would complete Mad Scientist, guys. I was in my studio for days I used hemp oil. I tried some of the furniture butters and waxes. I used all sorts of stuff on boards to try to get the process that I wanted. And this was the absolute best way that I could get exactly what I wanted, was using the vinyl. What?
Oh, I'm your old unreliable Sue.
Oh, Sue. Hey, Sue. Sue already told him that you said that, why you got to be extra? Why can't you just be basic? Because she knows how crazy I was driving myself trying to figure out how to do this. And so, and that's when you know you're really good friends, when they can just look at you straight in your face and go, why you got to be so extra? Why can't you just do something easy? Because easy doesn't look like this. And this was my vision. And Sue and I both agree. I mean, Sue and I and a lot of furniture artists and some of the people that are watching, y'all are the same way. I am like a pit bull after a pork chop, okay? When I get an idea, there's no way you're going to take it away from me, and I am going to make it happen. So I am definitely making this happen. It's what I wanted. If I let this and just put a stencil over top of this when this is what my vision was, I would have completely been disappointed in myself for a very long time. And I would not, we are our own worst critics. And so if I could not figure out how to make this work, I would have been really upset with myself.
She just said she was relentless to figure this out.
I was relentless. Like I thought I had it figured out and I was like, this has got to work. And I tried it and I was like, oh. So the next morning I woke up with a brand new idea and I was like, I'm going to try that. That didn't work. And so, yeah. Isn't this oddly satisfying? Just watching this stuff peel off and this cabinet come to life. So Austin, can you back the camera up so they can see this side of the cabinet while I get all this stuff off my hands? And so it can be feminine because of the colors. I've got my pinks and my turquoises and my purples, but also masculine enough for your husband not to go, what are you doing to me? And that's not going in my kitchen. And also with the Southwestern, it's still got a lot of spunk and pizzazz. And because Sue's on here now, Sue will tell you. When I first did the blend, we went up on top of Bluff Mountain and we come back and I showed the blend to Shorty. And Shorty was like, I don't like it. And I'm like, I actually thought about completely reworking this cabinet and getting rid of the blend because my husband didn't like it. And so now he loves it. So, which is, another reason why he should be listening to me. So I'm going to move you guys over to this side. Ba, ba, ba. Ba, 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 ba. And I'm going to start weeding from here at the top. And like I said, yes, you might see some places where there's brown, and that is because it is pulling paint and it is giving it like a natural distressed, what gives it that Southwestern look all on its own and making it look like an old blanket. And I love it.
In all caps and in quotation marks, super, it's fabulous.
Thank you, Sue. Thank you, Sue. Which let that be a lesson to not to doubt yourself. That if you've got a vision, just because they can't see it doesn't mean it's wrong. And we are just going in. We're still weeding. Austin, what time is it, hon?
12:33.
Okay, so we still got a few minutes.
And they said, what did I miss? I had to move my car 80 miles per hour, winds coming in.
Oh, no, and...
I'll move the camera over so you can see.
So, and we are working on the Fiesta cabinet. I'm doing the reverse stencil over top of the blend. And I am removing the vinyl now. That went down for me to do this reverse stencil process.
We'll just put me likey.
Mom, me likey.
The camera's back in place. Oh, you can see me off the reflection.
Huh?
So you can see me off the reflection off the glass.
Oh, God, they can see my messy. Austin, since he is between jobs right now, he's looking for another job, is actually going to be start helping me work on some stuff in the studio. And his first job is he's going to finish stripping that red cabinet. So there we go. And so now I'm a spot where I can. So Austin has been working with me in the studio, helping me out. And he's been helping me out around the house and helping me with my StreamYard. And so it's kind of nice to have a helper until he finds a job. And then it'll all be me again. But for now, it's nice.
She just put, oh, Austin, my hero.
Who did?
Sue.
Oh, yeah. And so as you can, oh man, that looks so good. It looks really good. And then I will get this. I need to do the molds around. And then I also need to clear coat this. And I need to figure out, I need to add some sort of closure on this and a knob because it just had a key and the key didn't come with it. There was no knob. So I want to add a knob as well. But again, I wanted to get my colors down, the patterns down before I went and bought anything for a knob. I don't like buying hardware first. I like for the piece to tell me what it wants. And so I will be I think I might, I'm leaning towards at this moment, adding a knob to this as well. Get off there. There you go. So we're going to get this vinyl off my hands so I can get some more stuck to it and I'll get back to rolling. But yeah, I've got a whole handful of. And I still got a handful of vinyl, but at least now I can work. My hand was getting too full of what I pulled. Oddly satisfying, but so worth it. And then, like I said, I wanted you guys to see the process. The process I did of making the vinyl, I did, and that is documented on my business page. I think it's 4 or 5 videos. Why is that little triangle always so difficult? Here we go. I win. You know, the big pieces you get just, you know, a piece hooked and this whole big section comes off. With these little triangles in the middle, they are all individual. And so you kind of have to creep up on it. But it's so worth it. And so we are just going right along. And I should, by the end of this video, yeah, I don't have that much more to go. So right now I'm in the sweet spot of my stool. So I'm kind of rolling right along with the vinyl. And here in a minute, I'll be back on the floor. And then off camera, I'll finish weeding the other 2 sides. And I will get pictures posted for you guys so you can see the sides and the, well, you see in the front now, but pictures. And then I will get, like I said, I need to clear coat it. Need to do something with the molds. Ow.
And just as we be doing more like this.
Yes, I will definitely be doing more like this. I love this. This is amazing looking. I am just from the little bit off of the one side. I was so impressed by what I pulled off of that. That definitely. Now I'm going to look more into doing the silkscreen stencil than the full printing the whole thing out of vinyl. And that way I can move the stencil around instead of just putting down vinyl. So I'm going to be playing more. It might be an evolution, but yes, this process of doing the blending and then doing a reverse stencil, I'm still going to be perfecting the way to do it and working on easier ways to do it. But I have proven to myself that it can be done. And that is the most important thing to me. It can be done. It can be beautiful like this. And
Chastity Jones says beautiful.
thank you, Chastity. Chastity's on with us. She's from the Junkin' Jones gang out of Jackson, Tennessee. You can also follow her. She does videos on the Miscellaneous page as well. And if you've got a question about Moo Paint, Chastity's your girl. I will not even, she has probably forgotten more about Moo Paint than I have ever known about Moo Paint. So Chastity is your go-to for your Moo Paint questions. And there we go. I'm so glad Chastity likes it. I actually picked Chastity's brain for some ideas the other morning too on how to do this. And so if you're just jumping on, what I did to get this reverse stencil is I actually ended up cutting it out of vinyl on a Cricut and laid it down and then applied my color. I used French Roast over top of this blend. And now I am pulling off the vinyl to expose the blend underneath. And so, like I said, once I learn how to do silkscreen stencils and make my own from that with my Cricut and stuff, I will definitely be doing this process again. And excuse me, but I got to go down to the floor.
Looks like you missed some down the side. The third one, the two arrows are pointing in.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Austin, yeah, I'll get that. No, I'll get it now. Austin just said, hey, Mom, you missed some. I would have called it before I top coated, hopefully. Yeah, I definitely would have called it before I top coated. Absolutely, I would have. It's one of the good things about having a helper. Yeah, I would have caught that. Maybe. Not.
95% of it.
Hey! I'll dock your pay.
To what?
I know I don't pay you, right? But you live here and you eat. So we're almost done. We've only got 2 more on this side. And then I will turn the piece so y'all can see the pattern on the side because it is a little bit different. The pattern on the side has 2 of these in between with some in the middle. And then when I get up, like I said, when I get up here, I'll finish weeding both sides. And when that is done, I will get pictures up. So I wanted to thank you guys for joining me and on this crazy process and my obsession, because it was an obsession. I was going to make this happen. Didn't know how, but I was going to make it happen. And hanging out with me through all this. You see how crisp of the lines this vinyl gives you when you do it. It's amazing. It's beautiful and amazing. And so definitely I love blending and I'm loving the way that this looks. And so was this a lot of work? Absolutely it was, but I would definitely do it again. And luckily the next time I do it, I won't have to go through, 15 other processes of trial and error to see if I'm actually doing something right before I put it on my piece. So I've got a little bit more experience with it now. And so it'll actually be a little bit easier, I think, the next time. Because I know the process now that I'm sharing with you guys. And then hopefully I can figure out how to make silkscreen stencils. And then it'll be even easier. this process that I did, I will tell you, is a one and done process, because the vinyl is, you can't reuse it once you pull it back up. With a silk screen stencil, I'll be able to use it quite a lot after, even after the next project. I just need to figure out that process next. So, and we are on our last on the front. And then I will turn this baby on its side. I love how vibrant and pigmented the Miss Lillian's colors are up against the French roast, that this blend is just popping. I mean, absolutely popping. Now, French roast is it's a black, but it has a little bit of brown in it as well. It's got a brown tint to it. And it's more of a muted. And so with the French roast up against these colors, it's really popping. So let me get this off my hand, and then Austin, let's pull back so they can see both sides of this. And then I will show you what I have weeded on the other, that side. And so you can see the difference in the pattern. Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. All right, let me get some more of this vinyl off my hand. So there we go. No. At this point, I wish we had a cat. I could just do like this with the cat, and then the vinyl will stick. No, that's animal abuse. That's wrong, Crysta. All right.
If you grab whiskey.
No, because whiskey would just lick me to death. And so this is this side, and I still have the weeding to do. I'm gonna be weeding down here, and then I've just got the other side with this pattern. As you can see with this pattern, we did the, I'm gonna pull them in closer so they can see this pattern better. Pull it in, pull it in.
It just said, I love it.
And so this pattern here on the sides, like I said, it's got two, and then the smaller one in the middle. And so you can see that. Other way? Yes. My son is my camera expert, and I was trying to move it, and he's like, no!
Just don't want the camera to fall once you let go.
Yeah. I would never let my camera fall. I'm a tripod expert. That's never happened to me before. So, my lovelies, I'm going to leave you guys here for today, because I am going to, well, I guess get down on the floor again and weed the bottom. And so I will see you guys tomorrow night on Painting with Whiskey and Women. That is 7 Eastern, 6 Texas time. And then, as always, I will be back on the Miss Lillian's page next Monday with another project. So I hope that you enjoyed the blended reverse stencil. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. Much love. Bye.